I am a Seca Pup, part of the Dogstar pack, and I'm from New Zealand. I came to it from the internet and kind of looked into it, and from there just got really involved in it.
What was it that initially attracted you to human pup play?
The enjoyment to be able to free my mind and release myself from my everyday activities that I had to do.
Okay, so if there were three things that you really love about human pup play, what would those three things be?
The interaction with others, the enjoyment that I get from that, the community itself. It's a very, very close knit community, and just the freedom of being able to express yourself and how you want to.
So you've mentioned the community. How big is the community in New Zealand?
The community in New Zealand is very, very minor. It's very small, hence I've had to view overseas to be able to communicate with others. But gradually trying to make it bigger in New Zealand, and hopefully can get others involved.
So how have you resolved that issue? So if the community is small in New Zealand, how have you been able to socialise? What have you needed to do?
I've just reached out via apps and things like this, and gone to certain parties and reached to other people to try and promote it in certain ways, and just to make others aware of it. And yeah, pretty much it's just a generalisation of getting others to kind of realise that there is pup play in the world, and hopefully get some other New Zealanders to enjoy it.
Now, you're with the Dogstar pack, is that correct?
That is correct.
Now, they're primarily based in the United States. So how did you come to meet them?
It came about through Facebook and Telegram, through the love of interest of goalieing actually, for one of them, and from there just communicated and kind of became very, very close knit with them, and thankfully was asked to join.
So you said a mutual interest of...
Goalie, hockey goalie.
What's that?
A sport, ice hockey, and I play field hockey, and just the actual goalie gear itself. I guess it's another fetish slide, and yeah.
Oh, so it's the shoulder pads and the knee...
The shoulder pads, the knee pads, the big leg pads, and yeah.
So, as a pup, does that mean that you're a big defensive kind of pup, or?
I'm more of a submissive, to be honest with you. But I guess I just love the fact of being covered in gear.
Okay, so does that form as a way of making you a bigger persona, or is it a defensive thing, or?
I wouldn't actually have a clue. I guess it's just part persona, part, yeah, it's just a defence mechanism I have, I guess, with putting more gear on, the more layers I have for people to get through.
So, but you enjoy people penetrating those layers?
Definitely, indeed.
So, how would you describe your pup persona?
I would class myself as a husky. I am a husky. I have many layers of defence, but I am also very loving and very caring, and will always lend a hand to others.
Okay. What is it about Huskies that drew you to that particular breed?
The eyes and just the nature of them. I love the blue eyes, which I also have, and that's just, yeah, that was a big draw towards me.
And Huskies also are, how do I put this? You generally don't fuck with Huskies.
Yes.
Is that the case with you?
That's, yeah, pretty much. If you fuck me off, I will come back and I will manipulate a way around to you as well.
Fair enough, fair enough. So you mentioned that you're working hard to increase the connection and pup community within New Zealand. What would you recommend for anybody who's in New Zealand who's interested in human pup play?
Just to reach out, like make contact with me or with somebody that's involved in it. I'm always willing to help and try and get more exposure of the pup play for everyone. But yeah, if someone else is willing to learn it, I will definitely help them.
So what is the best way of contacting you?
I'm on Facebook under Laguna Seca, or on Twitter under Seca Pup.
Okay, so how do you spell that Facebook name? Because it sounds a bit involved.
Launga, and then Biker, Biker, and then Seca, that's Seca.
Okay, so you are also into motorbikes?
I am. I'm also a leather pup in that kind of way, yes.
Okay, because when you arrived, I noticed you were in head-to-toe biker leathers.
That's correct.
What do you ride?
Currently nothing. Had to sell my bikes due to financial and earthquake reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Had a Kawasaki 250 Ninja and also a Ducati Hypermotard.
What's your dream bike? If you could have whatever bike you wanted, what would it be?
Oh gosh. I couldn't really name one. There's so many out there. I love most Ducatis. I love most of the Japanese style bikes. They're marvelous engineering, really.
Mm-hmm. So, in your how long have you been a pup?
I've been a pup for about 7 years now.
7 years.
Mm.
And to think that, 7 years, and when did you meet the Dogstar pack?
That would have been about 3 months ago.
Okay,
3 months.
Were you a lone pup up until then?
I had been, yes. I had been in hiding due to ex-partners and things like that. And recently came back out, and yeah.
That's fantastic. What would you say has been your peak experience as a pup, your number one moment?
My number one moment is pretty much meeting, finally getting to meet people. Being in New Zealand, it's kind of very small and very minor, so coming to Australia here now, and actually meeting other pups like yourself, that's probably the biggest moment for me at the moment.
Fantastic. What's your experience in Australia been like?
It's been incredible. I can't believe how accepting a lot of people are over here with everything like this, and just generally an amazing experience.
Okay. Do you have plans in the future to be able to meet up with your pack?
I do. Hoping to next year be at Claw, so we can all be together at Claw 17, and hopefully maybe later on Alpha to be able to come over to New Zealand and have a bit of a tour around New Zealand with them.
That would be pretty cool. If you had somebody who was in the process of exploring pup play, what would you recommend for them?
To get, mainly to actually do a bit of research behind it, check out your Sirius website and things like that, and not to be afraid to ask questions and to learn. Everyone's going to have their own opinion on stuff, but you're always going to have to find your own little style to it a little bit.